You've got lipstick on your cheek,
Have I?
Like father, like son.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
exactly. Well, how similar are you, do you
Fantastic.
think, you two?
Well, we share our love of cars.
Yeah.
I mean, he has taken over really where I left off. Richard, in fact, won Le Mans go-karting last year, which was quite an achievement. The Le Mans 24-hour.
Yeah.
And he's a good driver. He's a very good driver.
You're proud of him?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Love you, man.
Yeah. I think we have the same sense of humour as well. I think it's very important. You know, we're able to make one another laugh, and him more than me these days, I think.
OK. Well, all the best in the future.
Thank
Richard
you.
Parfitt. Now, Rick, let's get back to the music. And I just want to show everybody something in the days before the hair.
Oh, no.
All right, yes. In the days when the Quo were a kind of psychedelic band of the 60s.
We were a psychedelic
Yes,
band,
you
yeah.
were. And this is your first hit, the marvellous Matchstick Men.
Tell you what, it's lucky that was in black and white.
Why?
The colours are horrendous.
On
I mean,
those
what we're
jackets?
dressed in. Yeah.
Oh, were they?
You really look like Christmas trees. Well, I did anyway.
You look like...
Red and gold lame, and
Yeah.
yellow shirt.
Well, we can't talk about the Quo anymore without bringing on the man who's been your big mate for nearly 40 years. So please welcome everyone, Mr. Francis Rossi. I think you'll look gorgeous on that. He says you look
Gorgeous?
like Christmas trees.
Just right, Christmas trees and lacquered. We were lacquered to hell then.
But you were, at that time, tried to copy others with all the frilly clothes, and then you just suddenly decided not to.
Well, it was
Why?
us. We were rebelling against show business at the time, which is funny because we're in show business.
Yeah.
But it was a rebellion against all the... We'd been taken to the one shop in Carnaby Street called Carnaby Cavern, and everybody dressed there. So if you did... Sometimes you do photo shoots and somebody say, you can't wear that, Hendrix wore it last week. Oh, so find somebody... Or Amen Corner wore that, you can't wear that. And everybody wore the same
So everybody
clothes.
was telling us what to do and
Yeah.
what to wear.
Yeah.
And
We went
we'd
there.
never had that before the success. And then we got this, and we thought, what is all this about? You know, we didn't like it at all. So, as Francis says, I mean, we just rebelled and we thought we'll be everything that this isn't.
Yeah.
So the jeans were ripped, the pumps were dirty, the hair was long.
Yeah.
And we never shaved, never bathed, and we were just smelly, horrible. But we were rockers, you know, and that's what we wanted to be. So.
Which was fantastic. And then you developed this whole style, didn't you? The Quo stance and the whole movement and the shaking of the head. Now, that... Yeah.
Well, as I
was an accidental
remember, we
thing, yeah.
sort of copied the fans, really.
Yeah.
'Cause we went into this pub one night where we were playing, and they would sort of nod in their heads, so we thought, well, we'll do that. And then they'd stand up, and everybody's there like that. So we thought, well, we'll do that. So that's how it came about. You know, we didn't plan
the vibe
it.
between two people when you're doing that, and he would be moving and I'd be moving, and forget them. We really began to enjoy ourselves on stage, and then they kind of followed suit in the end, and the whole thing blossomed.
But that's the whole thing about the Quo, is that, you know that you're having a good time. You are having a good time, and that makes everybody else want to have a good time.
Well, I mean, we always go out with the attitude. I mean, we go out there to have fun, but we also take it really seriously when we're up there. It's got to be good, and it's got to be played from the heart. Yeah. But most of the time, we are having a good time up there. We talk about sandwiches sometimes, cars. You know, what are you having these sandwiches out the gig? Tuna. How's your motor going?
Yeah. You get unleaded, do you?
But then there were bad times, Rick's already spoken about the drug time and so on. You split up briefly. It was 84 you split up?
Yeah, for about a year or so.
About a year or so. And then you got back together for Live Aid, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you were the first to sign up for the Nebworth concert, which is in 1990, to raise money for a particular centre, which was for music therapy, called
Nordorf Robbins.
Robbins.
Yeah. Well,
what kind of work is done there?
Well, I'd been to the old centre. I can't remember where was the old centre in Camden, was it somewhere?
Yeah.
Kentish Town. And I mean, it's just a little kind of run-down house, and went and had a look. And I mean, they're autistic children, you know, and they're sitting in the corner and not bothered about anything, you know. And it's quite amazing to see the way these, we wouldn't call them teachers. What would you call them? They're just kind of therapists. Therapists, yeah. Are just bringing these kids out of their shells by tapping cymbals and tinkling a piano, and you see the kids slowly get interested. And it's very moving. And when you do something like that and you see the results of what you've done, it's really fantastic to be part of something like that. Yeah.
Well, we've been to the centre to see the work and the place that you two have helped to pay for.
I was given the dubious task of putting a cast together to put on a show that would raise enough money to build the new centre. The first band to confirm their participation, Status Quo. Without the help of people like Rick and Francis, and I would say the Hall of Fame of British rock and roll, this centre would not exist. I think Rick mentioned that he lost about 10 to 15 years of his life. Can't remember much about it. I'd just like to tell him and assure him that within those 15 years, he did nothing but support Nordorf Robbins, and without him, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Been said that you boys are going to rock till you drop. Is it true?
Possibly in my case, I think.
You're off on tour again.
Yeah, we go away tomorrow.
Now, we heard Matchstick Men, which was your first big hit. Your music has spanned more or less 5 decades now, and this is the Quo sound in the 21st century.
Wow.